Hey there, boys, girls, and squirrels. My name is Modstab. Welcome back to InfraSpace, a game that I have thoroughly been enjoying, and ever since I turned off the recording last time, I've been thinking about crazy cool ways to do crazy cool things in this game. I am just in love with this game, and I'm so excited to be back here with you guys. Before we continue, I've noticed that you guys aren't telling me what you want me to build. Well, frick! I'm just gonna build it all! I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I would like to hear you guys' perspective on kind of what you guys think of this game so far, seeing it secondhand. And yes, I know my face cam will be gone, as always, but I always want to start off with the face cam because I like having this personal connection with you guys. So, today's mission, before we turn off the face cam, I want to maximize our building infrastructure and maybe bring something out this way that's almost designed as like a giant cityscape where we put up these buildings, and then maybe do some redesigning with how I get the iron, copper. Maybe we can bring a housing district over here, and then a tech district here. I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out because we got to get them appliances, we got to get them things to make these boys happy boys, and we need the computers and parks to get to level 4, so we got a lot of work to do. However, that being said and done, let's go ahead and get the face cam off and then start this journey. So, I did some brainstorming just to think to Genos a little bit about what we gotta do. And we need copper, we need iron. However, this iron set over here is definitely being fed into a lot of our industry in this region. And I want to play around with isolating our industry a touch more. So I came up with the idea of building, let's get these, because we want the fast boys, alright? So I want to build Koopy Copper this way, and then we want it to come down here. Why? What is colliding? What are you colliding with, nerd? I don't like that. Not at all. It ruinated it. That's okay. I forgive myself. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this over here and back around, and we're just gonna build some iron, Koopy Copper, and we're gonna go mad with this tech production because we want to be able to get to a place where we can do the microchips, and we want to do computer factories because we need computers and things like that to progress in our house. So we're gonna make it happen, team. Let's blippity plop. Where's my Koopy Copper? Koopy Copper. And I'm sure there's a lot that we can do to maximize this, but it is what it doth be, and it's gonna be what it is. So, off to the races. Glorious power doth await us. Yeah, I don't know why I went super Dark Lord there, but you know what? It is what it doth be. We're here. We're having a good old time. Look at all these beautiful power. 51, 250. We got a beautiful 250. We got Koopy Copper for days. For days. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at how beautiful it is. And then we come over here. We got power hubs. We got the power stabbers. We got iron boys. We are freaking ready. And we, quite honestly, this is just to have, this is just to put more production on the line, team. It's just to put more production on the line. Now, one thing that I am about to test out is if these storage are global. Oh, it says global right there. Storehouses for construction materials store concrete and steel, which you need to construct buildings and infrastructures. So we can pull from this, and we can deposit to it. But is there eventually a enrich facility, recycling center? We've got train stations. Hopefully we're working toward those. So my guesstimation is we ain't gonna have a good way to make things happen. So here's what we're gonna do, right? Concrete road. We got the 4-laners, right? This is highway stuff. We want the highway. Hear me out, team. I'm thinking we bring this highway. We bring it all the way out to the sulfur, right? That's not that much. Okay, that's pretty expensive. It's a 4-laner? Yes, we just have 2 lanes each way. So we'll make this like our little highway intersection, our main drag. And I'm thinking what we can do is we can pull right off of this corner and let's just go straight into it. Because I want this to be able to transport to our main area. And then off of this guy, we're going to make some crazy, crazy housings. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to have a good time. We're going to make There's gonna be lots of traffic here, okay? Lots of traffic. Now, we're gonna build. How do I do the curved? How do I do the curvy, boys? Oh, I see how it works. That makes sense. All right. We're going to stick to the squares, boys. We're going to stick to the squares. So I want to fill this up. We're going to have some crazy designs. I want it to be a little avant-garde, a little fun, without being too chaotic. So, mission slowly being accomplished, team. My goal was to hit 1,000 in the housing department. We'll slowly get a population that will work for that. We did move our little ding-donger. Our little space station here. Why? Whoa. Immigration rate low. Average habitat level. Okay, that's fine. That's fine because we're slowly getting them upgraded. We did plippity-plop a metric ton of houses down, and they just need their time, right? So we do have our main highway here. Other than keeping congestion down, it is going to be a main hub for us to access all of our stuff to Genos. What are we short on here? Are we short on production? Oh, look at it. Our production sheet looks good. We're looking good. This highway is a beautiful sign because we see it bustling and moving and just coming to life. And it makes me so happy because I love this game and I love its graphics. And it's so fun to see these cars just bustling back and forth and having a good old time. Now, I will say that as we continue to develop larger and larger areas, the issue of having the right amount of production definitely becomes a bigger and bigger problem. And the reason I say that is because, holy moly, we got all this stuff over here, we got all these guys over here, and we're still having to build more computer stuff to keep up with it. It's cool. We got the choo-choo trains. I want to figure out how these things work. And I found an interesting little tidbit. So, although the highways make us go faster, look at this, look at this. So it actually, if we click to replace road tile, they are roads that you can't really build things off of. So they are exclusive to cars. And so on the inner city where you have buildings and things like that, it appears that the fastest road we can get away with is the concrete road, which is kind of interesting. So I think we're going to have to reserve a lot of these larger kind of highways and byways for the zippity-doos, and everything else is going to have to be the concrete. Now, another thing we kind of found out is I was hoping that with due time, this would slowly work its way out, and it's kind of given us some hassle. So what I'm going to do in an effort to make this a little nicer here is we're going to bring this guy down. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit wonky of a shape, but this needs to happen if we want to be able to live in the world. All right, team. So we got some adventuring we got to do. Get out here. Should we just... Yeah, we can zip it right into here. And then I'm thinking we come up here and across here. There we go. And so hopefully it'll help them get to this little back way faster. I was hoping that this cool little design would help break up the monotony of like these boring, just blocky, line, blockers. And we're doing things like this in efforts to kind of curb the boringness of the housing in this game. So we got the station down, and it's in the location I was talking about, but I find it interesting. So we have the actual rails here, and there's 4 of them. So essentially we can have 4 different choo-choo boys coming out of this thing. Or is it, maybe it's 2, 4, 6? I don't know. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm assuming we can have a maximum of 8 trains, but there's gonna be 4 different lines. We also have little highway sections to get in here. So I'm wondering what the best way to do this is, or if we should just come straight off of the highway here. Hear me out. Okay. We got a highway here, so what if we did something like this? Came down around here, and then bebop back in. And so we kind of had like a pit stop area. Now, can I bring a highway? Oh, this does use highways. So let's go ahead and we're going to kind of stagger. I'm hoping something like this makes logical sense. It's gonna look kind of like a Spooder Boy is my goal. That's the goal we're working with. And if we brought a Huey down here and bippity-bopped it to, let's say here, so that we have a couple different places to run around in, and we're gonna create some weird shapes and things like that just to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish here. But I want it to have this almost spider-esque feel to it, and then we'll bring this highway and we will raise it up, and then maybe we can go, for instance, okay, so we can't really go over the top of that main area. So what I'm thinking we'll have to do is probably bring this back here. And then we'll bring it, would a rounded road make the most sense? If we could bring it up here on a nice little curvature and bring it down here on a nice little curvature, maybe that'll go over the rails the way we would like it to, and then these rails can just be bippity boppity on over. I guess we can figure it out here real quick, right? Yes. Okay. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Why is it trying to curvinate all over the place? Team, help. Help. Okay. Maybe I'm just a wonky boy. Does it? Okay, so it snippety snaps. It just has like a nicer natural curve to it, probably to make it look much more beautiful. Ooh, how do we do this? How do we do this, team? Well, how do you work? Help! Okay, this looks hideous, but I love it. Okay, so maybe you guys are more aware of why this game decides to do this, but I feel like I've checked every single one of these boxes, and if I'm going backwards, there's no way where it will let me do anything to adjust how this comes out, and it really wants to work with that round, which I am fine. I'm so totally fine with that round, but it never lets you go past that 90 degree. Now, is there a specific way or option that I can enable that allows me to do this? I don't know, but it's kind of frustrating because I just want this to come around and then loop-de-doop-de all the way bickety back around to here, but I just can't get it to work, and it's a little frustrating. I don't know why, team. I don't know why. So we're going to delete this. We're going to try it one more time to see if we can't get it to work for us. We did it. We freaking did it. We did it, team. Oh my gosh, we did it. Let's follow him. Look at this train. It's transporting concrete and steel over to the factory. We're doing it. The trains are alive. Oh my gosh. This was a freaking disaster by the... Why are you copper? What? I can't control what they transfer. I can't control it. Okay, let's click off of it for a minute. Team, this was the worst experience I think I've ever freaking done in my life. Let's go. Let's just go through it. Look. So I couldn't figure out how to get the trains moving. Couldn't figure out how to get them going around. Now, we have to have a complete line. Each of these is one train. So there's 8 trains coming out of this station. And if you don't complete the circuit, it doesn't work. So this horrible monstrosity spaghetti of death train track is what we got to work with, team. Oh my lord. That was horrible. And to get these things to freaking curve right. Look, watch. Don't do it. It doesn't go backwards. So you have to do this, and then you have to do this, and then you have to go all the way over here. Oh my gosh. I can't. I literally can't. I'm going to delete all that because, oh my lordy Lou, please have mercy on my soul. This is disgusting. But we did it. We got train from there to here. And it does transport appliances. So the theory on making a train station or a train system that could transport from point A to point B in a quick and efficient manner is possible. I just really need to work on whatever the hell this is, because it is disgusting. It hurts me. It really does hurt me. Oh my gosh. What? But we did it. So we didn't actually progress into getting any of these into that level 4 territory. However, we are doing a good job by having them all level 3. And we got the choo-choo train set up. And the choo-choo train is all that matters. That's the only thing that cares. It's the only thing that's going to sustain me in this game. We set up this area, and it looks so nice and tidy, and the curve here is looking pretty good. And then the closer you get back to the hub, oh, dear Lord, please have mercy. I don't know what else to do, team. And we're just going to have to figure out when we get it out. I think there's going to be a lot of work that I'm going to have to do off camera to make this system work. But for now, enjoy the disgusting spaghetti. Oh my goodness. But we got it to work. It's proof of concept. Things are clipping. It's disgusting. Maybe in the comment section down below, you guys who have played this have some tricks and tips on how to make these train stations work better. I don't know if I have faith in it anymore. I have pretty much given up on my existence in this world. And I'm just accepting the reality that everything is going to be disgusting and hideous. And nobody's going to like it. But it's going to work, okay? But my hands are up in the air. And I submit to the almighty deities of chaos. And I say, your will be done this hideous, disgusting day. However, that's going to do it for today's episode. Remember, liking, commenting, subscribing. Great tools for you to get in touch with me. Let me know what you like, didn't like, and what you want to see next. Without further ado, I am going to share my filthy little cake hole. But remember, I love you guys. And we will see you next time. Toodles!